Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to week 7 of the Platinum Draft League. We are here after our unfortunate week 6 loss against the Kamikaze Carpings, and we are hoping to come back against Lokodai and the Spikemouth Morpicos. I had to remember their name here for a second, but yeah. So, as I said in the week 6 video, I'm hoping these next few weeks should be a lot easier, mostly because a lot of our opponents are in the bottom half of the scoreboard and some of them have yet to get a win yet. So hopefully we'll be able to keep our record high and we'll be able to get it higher so we can ensure us a playoff spot. So the first step is we have to get through Mr. Lokodai, and they have a pretty solid team here. The only thing wrong with this little detail is that instead of Latias, they have Clefable instead. So that's the only thing here, but everything else is the same. So they have Clefable and not Latias, Skarmory, Morpeko, Megalopunny, Galarian Slowbro, Arcanine, Milotic, Frostmoth, Shaman, Rhyhorn, or Brydon, sorry, Granbull, and Spiritomb. So this team is incredibly bulky with Pokemon like Skarmory and Milotic and Galarian Slowbro and even Clefable that he added on. This team has a lot of bulk behind it, so he's definitely gonna put a lot of effort into keeping that bulk and preserving it. But he does have a couple key attackers as well, such as Megalopunny and Arcanine. So it's a matter of trying to break through his walls while making sure we have good enough walls to stop those two, which is hard because Megalopunny is one of the hardest hitting mons out there, and it's incredibly fast at base 135 speed, but I think I put together a good team in order to go at this, so we'll take a look and we'll see what I've prepped. So the first thing I prepped is our Aegislash. I decided I would go for a choice spec set because looking at his team, it obviously doesn't really appreciate Aegislash. It also doesn't appreciate a special Aegislash, especially for Pokemon like Skarmory or Flame Orb or Marvel Scare Milotic who want to come in and be physical walls. Having that special ability will be very good. So we're rocking Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, Air Slash, and Shadow Sneak. Main reason I'm rocking Shadow Sneak is just because it's still pretty good having that nice priority, even if it's not as strong as it should be. Having priority to be able to pick off some very weak Pokemon during the end game could be very good, especially for scary Pokemon who are faster than us, like Arcanine might be a problem this week, so having that Shadow Sneak to get that extra damage will be good. But yeah, so this is just here to break through walls. It also does a lot of damage to basically anything that tries to swap in, and if we can get some correct reads, we can do tons of damage. So then the next up, we have our Palisand. Palisand is mainly here to check Megalopunny. It guaranteed lives 2 high jump kicks, and if it does try to go for triple axle, then that's fine. I'll let the Palo go down, because then we can bring in other Pokemon to finish it off later on. But yeah, this is mainly here for the Lopunny, but it can help with other Pokemon like the Arcanine, or it can help even with Skarmory, because Skarmory is usually run physical. Yeah, we're running Scorching Sands for that burn chance, also Shadow Ball, Shore Up, and Stealth Rock. Next up, I have our Miltank. So Miltank is here because it is a good check to a couple mons, including mons like Morpeko. Actually, I want to change this, and I'll explain why I'm changing it afterwards. Where is it? So we have leftovers, and we have Body Press, Defense Curl, Milk Drink, and Heal Bell. I know people are probably saying, why don't I have Curse instead of Defense Curl, because Curse boosts my attack. And that's because Body Press, as a move, it uses the defense stack in the attack calculation. So instead of using my 165 attack as the calculation, it uses my 261 defense. and attack isn't really used at all when I'm using body press, so I mainly just need defense curl just to boost my defenses. Plus it also makes it so that I don't have to drop my speed, which can be good for lower Pokemon who don't run speed at all. But yeah, so defense curls here, body press to do damage, and then we have milk drink for self healing. We also have heal bell because obviously his team is bulky, so he's going to want to chip away at us with things like toxic. So we have that heal bell so we can get rid of toxic and we don't have to worry about that extra damage so much. Next up we have Tangrowth making his appearance again for the first time in a couple weeks. I decided to go for an Assault Vest set because Tangrowth is a good counter to Milotic, but Milotic can get things like Ice Beam, so having that Assault Vest take a few extra hits can be very useful. Regenerator, of course, and then we have Power Whip, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and Knockoff. I decided to go with the physical set because we have a lot more coverage with our physical set and allows us to bring a lot more heat when we're doing the Assault Vest. Like with this set, I can hit almost anything on the team. The only thing that I can't really hit is the Skarmory, which can kind of be a problem, but we can still knock it off so it can drop its leftovers or whatever it may have. So yeah, this is just here to be a wall. It's a couple good checks, and it also has lots of damage and can try and call any switch in that comes in and do some damage, so that's good. Next up, we have our Salazzle. So Salazzle, I wanted to try and run a Subtoxic set. Now this isn't a true Subtoxic set, because normal Subtoxic sets will have they'll have Protect on and also leftovers. I decided I would switch it up a bit because having both Flamethrower and Sludge Wave is very good because they have a variety of mons who get killed by both of those. Honestly, looking at it, if I want to switch anything, I might end up switching out Substitute for something like Nasty Plot in order to buff my damage so I can get huge hits in. It's because the only thing that outspeeds this is the Mega Lopunny unless he brings a Scarfmon. So if we can Nasty Plot and then we can sweep through basically the team, then that would be cool. I'm actually going to make that change right now. I might regret this later, but we'll switch it to a Nasty Plot set. I feel more comfortable with that because we outspeed everything. I'm speed crap, so I can outspeed anything slower than, I believe, max speed Shaman, which is his second fastest thing. And then we can set up a Nasty Plot on a swap in and we do tons of damage to anything else. Or we can just hit Toxic, because Toxic is always safe thanks to Corrosion. I don't know why my tongue just twisted up like that. Anyways, the last Pokemon is our Hitmontop. Hitmontop has been doing some decent work for us the past few weeks, but here it is serving a much different job, and most times Hitmontop was here as a defensive mon. Here we are running full out offense. I decided I would run full out offense because with this coverage we hit a lot of mons, and if we can get a rapid spin up then we can boost our speed even more, which will possibly let us outspeed some faster threats. But yeah, with the Life Orb and with the Technician boost, we can almost OHKO both Mega Lopunny and Morpeko with a single Mach Punch. Triple Axle does tons of damage to most mons that want to come in. We have Earthquake coverage for both the Galarian Slowbro and the Arcanine. I almost called it an Alakazam. And then of course Rapid Spin, because we still need to get rid of those hazards, but it also gives us a speed boost so we can take a speed advantage over some Pokemon who might try to be faster than us. So yeah, that is the team. I'll give one last quick look through it so everyone can see. We do not have a time prepped for our battle yet, but it is Thursday night, so it'll have to be sometime in the next 3 days. But it doesn't matter for you guys because you always get your vids on the weekend. But yeah, so I'm hoping this will be an easier battle, but Mr. Locodai has shown that he can kind of surprise people sometimes, so we're gonna have to be careful, but I feel pretty confident with the team I have. And I also had Mr. Jonathan help me out, look it over, figure out any problems we may have. But it seems good. So, with that, that'll be the end of this section, and I will see you all for the battle. Okay, we are here. We're here for the battle. This is not what I wanted. This is what I want. We're going to be battling Mr. Locodai right now. So, as I said before, we have the team prepped. It is this one, yes. More Pico. These are the 6 mons we have. I have all of them. We'll look into the damage calculator, so that's it. I have who I think I'm predicting to come out. Let me close the chat, we don't need to see that. So yeah, we are going to send the challenge, and we are going to see what Mr. Locodai has crafted for us. Oh, I forgot to change the background. Oh well, we'll change it next time. I don't know if you guys noticed, but for pretty much every video I changed the little background here. I forgot to do it for this one though, so that's unfortunate, but we'll change it for the next one. Alright. So the team he brought. So Clefable I expected, Megalopunny expected, Arcanine expected. He brought more Pico, which I expected. But then he brought Rhyhorn and Frostmoth instead of Milotic and Skarmory. Interesting. He probably wants to get a little more offense in there. He probably wanted to get a little more offense in there, so he didn't go full defense. So I will just post this link into the Discord, so that way people can see it. There we go. Alright, so who do we have that would be a strong lead here? We don't really have any momentum building, unfortunately. I feel like here he might lead Megalopunny just to get his momentum building, or he might lead Rhydon to set up some rocks. So I feel like our best bet is to go with a Palo lead to set up rocks, and if the Frostmoth comes out, then we can just swap to our Aegislash. Yeah, that seems like a plan. So he does lead the Lopunny, of course. So we know that looking at our build here compared to the Lopunny, we know this thing's probably just gonna fake us out, but we can guarantee live 2 of whatever. So I think best bet is we go for a set of rocks here. Does fake out, does 13, but we do get that damage on, which is good. So there is a chance he clicks triple axle here if he's running it. But honestly, like I said, this is mainly only here for Megalopunny and the Arcanine if it showed up. Plus getting chip on this would mean we can just come in with Hitmontop to finish it off. So I'm going to say we just click Stealth Rock. And if he goes for the triple axle, so be it. If he decides to U-turn out, so be it. But I'm not really scared at this moment. Yeah. So not having the Arcanine here is going to be much better for Aegislash because we can go on a lot more on different mons. Are we fast? Did I run speed? No, I didn't run speed. Did I? No. Let me check. I did not run speed. But we should still be faster than a couple things, plus we have priority. So I'm not too worried about that. Boy, Arcanine is here, what I'm saying. Milotic is not here. And that was a big wall for us. Yeah. He does go Frostmoth, which allows us to set up our rocks. So that's good. Frostmoth. Is Frostmoth, not Frostmoth. Does it get anything that can hurt us? That's the question. Sorry, let me do a quick Google database. Frostmoth. Looking through. It does not. It could try to status us with something. I'm sure it gets status. It does get stun spore. It might try to stun spore us, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. So we are going to bring in the Aegislash, plus we have Heal Bell if we need it. He's just setting it with Quiver Dance. Very interesting play. So the way I see it, and you are at +1, +1, +2, +1. You actually do quite a bit. Ice Scales might cause us some trouble, unfortunately. But I think he's scared out for the most part. We should do a decent chunk with Flash Cannon, so I'm just gonna click that. He's just going for it. That was a crit Ice Beam too. Damn. Damn. He got a crit Ice Beam first time, and now we have a possibility of getting killed. I don't really have anyone who can tank it though, unfortunately. I think my best bet is just to stay in, hope it doesn't kill. I don't know. Better bet might be... oh, but he's faster. Damn. I'm running so little speed. Oh, that's because he didn't have any fast mons. No, I gotta stay and click Flash Cannon. I gotta stay and click Flash Cannon. Worst case scenario, we die to Ice Beam, but I can finish it off with Hitmontop. Best case scenario, we live and I can kill. Should have ran more speed. I wasn't even thinking of Quiver Dance Frostmoth, unfortunately. Yeah, we easy kill with Mach Punch at this range, so I'm not worried. In best case scenario, he swaps into something, thinking we're gonna switch. He swaps Arcanine. Nice. It's not gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be a decent chunk. That was actually a crap ton. Holy shit. Alright. I think our best bet is to bring the is bring Palo back in. Tank a hit and maybe kill it unless he clicks something, but Palo right now I think is the most disposable mon. There's also Tangrowth, but Tangrowth will be able to do some good late game work thanks to Assault Vest plus its moves pool, so I'm gonna throw out the Palo. I'm actually surprised he swapped there. He must be thinking I have a different set than what he's expecting. Or he's just expecting not to kill. I have 3 ads on the Discord and they're all for other things. But the announcements are bugging me, so I'll check them. And it's just a bunch of ads. Because I'm in different Discords. They at me for things. He's thinking about what his play here is. I don't think he knows that we're specs. I think he expected us to go for a Shadow Sneak there to kill the Frostmoth. He probably doesn't know we have specs. Because a Shadow Sneak probably would have killed at that range. So he probably has zero clue we have specs. Also, this thing has boots. I'm guessing that has boots, otherwise it's basically dead. And I didn't see any other thing on it, so I'm guessing it has 2 boots mods. He did another swap into Clefable. Interesting. Very interesting. It might just be trying to get its own set of rocks up. Although I don't know why you swapped the Clefable in when I have an Aegislash. That's very risky. We're not doing a lot. It's doing a lot to us. I say we just swap in to Salazzle and scare it out. Because even though we're pretty flimsy, we don't take a lot unless it's bringing Psychic. If it brings Psychic, then uh-oh. So knock off Psychic. Psychic does not Oco us though, so that might be the best bet. Also, this is Magic Guard, so poisoning it is not going to matter. In case you're wondering how I know, so as you can see when I'm looking at Clefable, it has 3 abilities. Cute Charm, which is basically useless. Magic Guard, which makes it so that it can only get hurt by attacking moves, meaning that things like Stealth Rock or poisoning damage won't hurt it. And then Unaware, which makes it so that it ignores my stat changes, but because we saw it came in as magic, it didn't take damage to rocks, that means it's Magic Guard, or this thing also has boots, which I highly doubt. He doesn't really have a swap in here, unless he has Scarf. He probably swaps into Rhyhorn right on here, sorry. If he swaps in Rhydon, I can just bring back out my Palo. He does swap right on. Makes sense. I do not want to lose this here. He's probably going to get a set of rocks up. Honestly, I think my better bet is I can swap in Tangrowth here. I can tank a hit, and I can do damage to whatever wants to come in. So I'm going to do that. Ooh, he went for a Toxic. Nice play. I mean, I think rocks would have been good too, but Toxic, I understand why. So he's gonna swap to something here. I think my best bet is to just click knock off and knock something off if I can. Yeah, Toxic's a good play, but I expected him to run a lot of damaging moves or status moves. Oh. Wait, did the Arcanine take damage? I think the Arcanine did take damage, I'm just being stupid. Yeah, it did. Arcanine does not have boots, what was I thinking? This swap Clefable, we are gonna knock off the leftovers. So that is very good. So leftovers are gone, we're pretty tanky, we have Regenerator. I say we just click Poison Jab, get a little damage off, and just tank whatever he throws at us. Because I don't know if he has a lot of special attack investment. Actually, will Poison Jab be better, or will Power Up has a chance to miss? I'm just thinking about the Rhydon, but I don't think he'd bring Rhydon if he sees I'm still here, so I'm gonna click Poison Jab. He stays in, or he's teleporting. Ooh, that doesn't matter though, but we have poison on. Yeah. So unfortunately poison does not matter because again, he has magic guard. But from what I see here, he is max defense. I'm guessing he's going to swap into probably the Arcanine or the Frostmoth. I'm thinking Frostmoth if it has boots. If it doesn't have boots, then it's Arcanine. But oh wait, yeah, Arcanine gets put at 2%. Honestly, we might just be gearing up for a Hitmontop sweep early. We might just be gearing up for a Hitmontop sweep early, as long as I can get rid of this Clef. Because even looking at it, we do over half with Triple Axle if we get all 3 hits. Frostmoth does come out. We do have a chance. Actually, we should live an Ice Beam. If he goes for Hurricane, we die, but we should live Ice Beam or Bug Buzz. So I think the best play is to just stay in and try to get a kill in. What can I possibly kill with? What's the health at? 37. Knockout does enough. It should live, yep. There we go. A knockoff for the kill. Nice. I'm trying to think of what they will want to go into next. I have to see, does Fake Out have more priority than Mach Punch? I think Mach Punch is priority 1. Fake Out is priority 3. So Fake Out would move first, but honestly at this point we can just tank a lot of damage and we can kill pretty much anything on the field. And so I'm gonna bring it out. Because we can almost guarantee knock out more Pico. Rhydon should be slower than us and takes a lot of damage from triple. We can probably kill with that. Arcanine should be slower. Alright. So he is definitely clicking Fake Out here, that's for sure. If he doesn't click Fake Out, he's throwing this Mon away. But yeah, we guarantee kill. So I'm just gonna click Mach Punch, just fake us out. So his smartest play here is to bring in the Clef. Is to just keep swapping this Mega Lopunny out and in, slowly get damage off. Of course I don't want to risk anything, but with that we'll put damage on it. Should put it in Triple Axle range. So that's good. So yeah, we'll just Mach Punch. And whatever comes in is taking it. Oh, no way! He's running defense! No way! That should be a guaranteed kill! That's crazy. He had just enough bulk to live that Mach Punch. That is crazy. So if he hits me, he dies. So I say we just click Shore Up. Just let things happen. I'm just gonna click short, because if he tries to hit me, to damage me, we can heal up. If he swaps, I'll just be back at full, so I'm not worried about it. That's actually crazy. He had just enough. He's at 1%. I did 77. That's crazy. He has to be running bulk. Yeah, so like at minimum he would need to run at least 48 volt, which I guess is not a lot considering he doesn't have to have a lot of speed, but still. Damn. That was a life orb stab technician boosted. He's thinking about his plan. Honestly, there's not really a smart plan at this point. Probably Clef. But we shall see. I'm gonna plug in my laptop because it's starting to get low and I don't want it to die mid-battle. There we go. My screen is gonna flicker. Yours should be fine. There we go. Let me double check. OBS is still recording. Laptop is now charging. We're doing good. He's really thinking about this play now. He does just go for the CC, so that's good. Alright, we are in a good position. His Mega is gone, Frostmoth is also gone. We are in a good position to start cleaning this up. The Dark Aura will do a good chunk, but we can kill with Scorching Sands depending on what their EVs are. So we just gotta wait and see. He does go more Pico. It has boots? So we had boots with Frostmoth and boots on the Morpeko? That's strange, but we have a good shot to one-shot here. And I believe even if this Morpeko is holding a band with Crunch, we don't die, plus it damages itself, so I'm just gonna click this. Ooh, Parting Shot. Nice. That's why this is here, it's for momentum. I see now. Definitely Clefable comes in, because nothing else wants to come in here. We do get some decent damage off. Let's see now. What is the plan? I think the plan is to go in with Miltank, maybe start setting up. Because there is a chance he is running Flamethrower. If it's running Flamethrower, then we will die with Aegis Slash, so... Because it's faster than us, because I have minus speed. Not the greatest plan on my part, but I stand by it. Oh god. Wait. I thought its health. Did its health just go down, or was I seeing things? Yeah, I'm just gonna start setting up defense curls. Again, we don't need curse because attack boosts don't do anything for body press because it uses defense and calculation, so just boosting our defense is good enough. So this is a wish teleport Clefable. This is a longevity mon, and it's got protect. So yeah, we can just set up all day right now. Because this Clefable doesn't have much to damage us with, we can set up. He's thinking about his plan. He doesn't really have one at this point. He's gonna go for Moonblast. It does very little damage, and we have healing, so ta-da! Even if the Rhydon comes in to Toxic us, we can just heal it off with a heal bell, so we're in a good position here. Obviously, it can stall us out with. It can try and stall us out with a Wish Protect, but we have 64 defense curls I can use up, so I'm not worried about that. Plus, we should be faster than Rhydon at this point, and it actually takes a surprising amount. Did anything happen? No, I don't know what happened. There we go. But yeah, this is our strategy. If Rhydon comes in, we would be at +4. Yes. And it's going to do some damage. Even if he lives it, it toxics us. We should still be in a good position. I want to make sure I'm staying safe. Clefable, teleport, magic guard, crit Moonblast is going to do 36 to 42. Ooh, we could die. I'm gonna say safe. I'm gonna milk drink just to be safe. Better safe than sorry. But yeah. And one more puts us at +6. Uh-oh, we got a special attack drop. Yeah, he's gonna run out of Moonblast at some point. This is a decent chunk. We chunking. He's gonna have to set up Wish here if he doesn't want to die. Oh, that was a low roll? Damn. I'm expecting to protect, so I'm just gonna milk drink myself. Oh, no, he just went for it. Actually, yeah, it makes sense. I didn't really have a chance to kill. Alright, he's gotta protect here. If he doesn't protect here, he's dumb. But I gotta check him, yeah. He wishes here. Oh, we got the crit! Oh! That's the crit. That's what we needed. Turn the tides. So now it's a matter of what kills us here. What kills us here? Benny? Oh no. So this thing is not boots. I do not know what this thing is. Arcanine. Honestly, I'm gonna milk drink just to be safe. Oh no. That did so little. Bonk. He did 24 with a close combat. Damn. Yeah, unless he crits, I think this is just a sweep. Unless he crits, this is just a sweep. Oh, it lived. Toxic. It's time to shine. Alright, can the Morpeko do it? Nope. Oh god. That was crazy. I thought Hitmontop would do work. No, it died. Miltank did work. Miltank took out 4 members of that team. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm here. This is a couple hours after my match with Mr. Locodai. He did not want to do the interview over voice, which is fine, because he left me with a few statements and he asked a few questions. Let me pull up his team. It is right here. So obviously you can't see it right now, but I will show it to you later. So I asked some questions, he asked some questions. First question I asked is why he didn't bring Milotic, because I thought with my physical offensive team and Milotic being a physical wall who can eat a lot of our hits, I thought it would be a for sure thing. He said that he had wanted to bring Milotic, but he ended up bringing another 6 mons instead, and when he was going to swap, he found nothing he wanted to swap for. Considered Clef, but he wanted to teleport and wish on his team. I also asked about the Morpeko set. He said he likes to run that set a lot. Rapid Spin, Aura Wheel for stab, Parting Shot for pivoting, and it could break screens. So, and he was also worried for Salazzle, so he had Psychic Fangs. So it was a pretty standard set, and it was something like I was expecting. I didn't expect that to be his hazard removal, really, but I guess out of everything, that was the best thing he could have used. Then some question he asked for me. He asked me about why I brought Miltank, and I said because I didn't really have anything else that I wanted to be a special wall. The only other thing I could have considered was a Selfless Hitmontop, but it didn't match up well against Clef. Yeah, we just had a small conversation. Nothing really that big. I will switch over and show you his team. So this is the team that he had brought. Whoops, let me close those. So as we can see, he brought heavy duty boots on both the Morpeko and the Frostmoth, Eviolite of course on the Rhydon. He had a banded Arcanine, which is very scary because in my calcs I was calculating for normal Arcanine damage and it was already a lot, so having a band is even scarier. But luckily we put our Rocky Helmet and our damage to good use. His Lopunny had enough HP to live a Mach Punch, which is unfortunate, but I guess it makes sense because there's no point in running max speed if there's nothing that's going to outspeed you. So that was really smart. And then of course the Morpeko set and the max defense Clefable. So yeah, it was pretty much what I was expecting. Rhydon I wasn't really expecting, but it was mainly there. It got toxic up on my Tangrowth, and I also set up rocks, or didn't set up rocks, which is good. Frostmoth did a heck of damage, but he ended up swapping it out instead of just going for the kill, probably because he didn't know that I had a choice specs, and he thought I was just going to kill with a Shadow Sneak, which was probably a safer bet. But then he swaps into the Arcanine, which takes a big chunk. So yeah, but it was a good game on Mr. Locodi's part. He fought very well. If we take a look at the current standings, we are currently 4th overall in the league right now, with 4 wins, 3 losses, and a +6 differential. So we're sitting in a good spot. Obviously being 4th is very good for us. I think at this point there's very little that can knock us out unless we were to lose these next 3 games by a very good margin, but I still want to try and win. I think as long as we can keep our wins going, that will be good enough. As you can see here, the Kamikaze Carbinks and the Los Angeles Astals are still undefeated. So I think these two are pretty much guaranteed to go in. So I think right now it's just a matter of trying to keep wins, and if we are looking at a loss, then trying to mitigate the loss as much as possible so that way we can stay up in the top. Because right now it's pretty contested for the middle portion, because we have 4 and 3 for the top ones, then we have 3 and 3 because they haven't battled yet, and then we have 3 teams at 3 and 4. So basically this whole middle section here, from this column all the way up, not this one, this column all the way up to where I'm at. What's going on? There we go. I don't know why it took me. Oh, because my mouse was on. Yeah, anywhere in this range, they were all pretty contested, and there are 2 spots in that bottom that are pretty scary. So I think it's just a matter of we need to be able to try and stay above those who are close behind us, and we should be able to work with that, because looking at our week 8, we are going up against the Bellingham Klefkes, who are currently sitting just below the line. So being able to keep them down might be able to keep us in the top. If we look at the Bellingham Klefkes, which are right here, they have a lot of scary Pokemon. They have the infamous Mega Charizard Y, who is currently leading the kill leaders at 13 kills and 4 deaths. That's very scary and something we need to watch out for. Some other mons of note, they have Tapu Koko, who is super fast, has powerful electric and fairy stab. Gliscor, who's a nice physical wall. They have Urshifu Single Strike, who's fast, it's strong dark type and fighting type. Empoleon for hazard removal, Azul for hazard setting, Regirock for just a general wall. So there's a lot to it right now, but I think there are some spots where we can sort of poke in and we can find weaknesses within. I know obviously for the Mega Charizard Y, I'm going to need something that can tank a hit, which I don't know what we're really looking at that can tank a hit for Mega Charizard Y. That thing is scary, but I know definitely rocks are going to play a big importance for us this week, because even with Mega Charizard Y, obviously can't run anything like boots. So if we're able to get rocks up and we're able to force that Charizard Y in, it's instantly taking 50% of its health, which is going to be big for us. But yeah, so it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a difficult fight going up against Mr. Dravos, but I think we stand a good chance. Looking at the kill leaders, I know I talked about H slash getting up into the top 10 or top 5, but it's currently just been falling a lot. In the past couple games, it didn't really do much, unfortunately. So now it's at 19th overall because it starts at 2. But I know our mill tank should have went up. Let me find mill tank. Mill tank. Mill tank. Oh, it's actually just below. I didn't notice. But yeah, mill tank shot up thanks to its 4 kills that game. So that's very big. I definitely say we can keep going with this. But yeah, that's all I have to say for right now. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and who's still watching the series after this long. We only got a couple weeks left until we see if we make the playoffs or not. And if we make the playoffs, then we will have at least one more battle to do. I'm hoping for more, but like I said, my main goal is I want to make playoffs. And at the rate we're looking at right now, we have a good shot. Because even though Dravos might put up a good fight, we have our week 9, which is Kansas City Keldios, who still have not got a win, and I have an all-bug team, which we can really put up a fight against. And then we have the Duval Delibirds, who are just above them. So I'm not saying it's going to be a cakewalk to battle these teams, but I'm definitely saying we should have a better chance at battling these teams than we will with the Bellingham Klefkis. But yeah, that is where I'm going to end the video for now. Again, I already said it, but I gotta say it again. Thank you to everyone who has watched this video and has been watching for the whole series. Thank you to everyone who's leaving comments, talking about the videos, giving me some tips on what I can improve, what I should keep. And let me know. I'm considering soon I might look into making a video talking about maybe how I build my teams, or maybe how we can get other people involved in draft leagues like this. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So if you want any of those, just let me know and I will see about getting them out to you. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you for the next week of battles.